Static.
Can you hear me now? Okay, and there's no crazy audio? Okay, this is interesting. I wonder why. Okay. So I wonder why. Excuse me. It's clear and there's no echo. Okay. Okay. Can you still hear me? I think I have it figured out. A little static. What the world? Why is there static? Is there static for all of you or just Tanya? No static for Okay. No static. Okay. So maybe if you have static, go out and come back in. Okay, fantastic. Thank you all for being patient. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm so excited. First of all, welcome. Thank you for being patient with me while we figure this out. I cannot tell you the amount of hours I have put in to trying to figure out the double camera situation because one, I have horrible internet service. Two, getting all the wires, cords, proper equipment has been crazy. So what I'm doing right now is I'm using my phone and a webcam. That's not the ideal setup. That's not really what I want ideally, but that's what we're doing right now. You can see this little thing right here is my phone. So I'm going to have to actually lower it and you won't see my face so that you can see what I'm doing at my table. I'm trying to be fancy. I probably just shouldn't try to be fancy. I should just probably keep my live events to my desk and not worry about it. But I think it's fun to interact face to face and hang out with you guys. So, okay, now I don't know how to remove Linda's comment off of the screen. No idea. No idea. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I can put you guys in timeout. Did you know that? So how do I remove the comment off the screen now? Oh, hide current comment. There we go. Oh, look at that. I figured it out. Okay. Oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you. My hair is one of my better qualities. You know, I do love my hair. So thank you, Tracy. Oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. So let's get into it, because now we're like 11 minutes into this YouTube live, and anybody watching the replay, God bless you if you have stuck around for this long. Hopefully it won't be like this every time. I have things to tell you. First of all, I linked in the description below to some of the crafty places that are having sales today. Honeybee Stamps is having 20% off their entire site for Memorial Day weekend. And Spellbinders is doing a up to 50% off on certain items. So this is funny. You're going to laugh because, you know, I know this has happened to all of you. So I do want to say, when I say Honeybee is 20% off site wide, I believe that is just, I don't know if that is taken at the end with a code. Let me look, because what I noticed was when I went to Honeybee to look and see if like the BetterPress was on sale and stuff like that, it didn't show me a sell amount. Yeah, it says 20% off your entire purchase now through May 26th. So, which is tomorrow, in case you're like me and don't know what the days are. Office will be closed tomorrow. Let me look. I think that the discount is just taken at the register. Like when you go to the checkout, that's where you're going to get your discount. But you can always call them on Tuesday if there's an issue. And I know Honeybee's amazing, so that I know they'll like refund you or do. Oh no, sound on then off again. She might just be joining and watching from the beginning. Okay. Unless I have somebody like Linda or Tracy Hugs tell me there's no sound, I'm just going to keep going. Okay, yay. Jerry is confirming there's no code needed. All right. So this is something funny that happened to me. I bought all this stuff from Spellbinders because, you know, my kid shows pigs and sells them. So we have to make buyer gifts. Well, we don't have to make them. We have to get buyer gifts every year. So one of my buyer gifts this year is going to be this set of cards. I think we're going to try to make a set today. I'm going to leave it up to you guys, but this is your option. So we'll get into that in a second. Anyways, wouldn't you know, right after I did this purchase, now they're having this sell and all of these are on sale. So I linked to all of them below because we'll probably use them today. They're on sale quite a bit. Like it's a significant discount. So if you want to grab any of these products, and I'll show them to you here in a minute, they're on sale. Also, check out what I got on Amazon. I want to show you this because I'm going to use these today. I got this huge stack of microfiber cloths, and they're really nice quality. So, and they're not very expensive. So pink is my signature color, and so I'm going to use pink. I needed new microfiber cloths really bad, so these should last me for like 10 years. And then, okay, here's our options for what we're going to make. So I think we're only going to have time to do one project because, oh, thank you, Kristen. You guys are amazing. She's thanking me for, I'll show you guys. So you guys are going to have a couple of options on what I create, because I think we're only going to have time for one. So option one is using the chinoiserie dye from Honeybee. So that's kind of what it looks like, but we won't do these colors, but this is kind of what it looks like. So this is a paper piecing situation. So we'll have to die cut it all. We'll pick colors and we'll die cut it all and make a card. This card will be for my neighbor who is terminally ill. And it's her story to tell. So I'm not going to say any more than that. I just am going to say that I love her very much and her time with us is limited and she's a very sweet lady. So I need to make her a card. This will get made even if we don't do it here. So don't feel obligated because of her situation to say yes to this. The other option, if you want to see some BetterPress action, is I got these from Spellbinders. How cute is that pig? So there's a pig, there's a lamb, Lammy McLamerson, and there is a cow. And now how do I get, okay, there we go. That's how we do it. And then there's chickens. So I'm going to make a set of note cards for the people who buy my daughter's pigs. So the way this works is we go to the fair, my daughter shows her pigs, and then they go to market, and then people bid on them and auction on them, and they buy them. And so I always put together a buyer gift basket. So this year I thought in the gift basket, I could do a really cool set of like farm themed note cards that they then could use to give for different occasions. So this one like has thank you so much, but it's spelled like EWE. We've got don't go bacon my heart. So cute. Hope your birthday is utterly moveless, utterly in love with you. Let's party till the cows come home. I heard it's your birthday. And then for the rooster, there's you're my favorite cockadoodle dandy. And then there's rise and shine. There's a little chick. So we could do those. So I will. Hey, Ray. Ray's my girl. Okay, I'm immediately getting BetterPress. We want to see the BetterPress. Okay. All right. So let's do those, and maybe we'll do another live. I really want to start doing YouTube lives regularly. So let's grab my BetterPress and let's talk about better pressing. Just a smidge. Got to pull my pants up. All right. Let me switch you guys to... Okay, I'm going to try this mode, but I'm going to have to lower this. So what's going to happen, because you need to be closer so you can see what I'm doing. But now, as you can see in the little corner, my phone is right in front of my face. But if you don't care, I mean, it's just a little circle at the top. It's fine. Okay, so let me talk a little bit. Let me get this out of the way. Lord. There's a lot happening here. Okay, lots of moving parts. Also, I need a sip of my coffee. Okay, so the BetterPress is, I'm sure you guys have seen people use this. It's a letterpress product, and letterpressing was an old, well, it's not really old. I mean, it's still happening, but it is a technique of pressing ink into paper. And I'm multitasking right now. I have to bring something up on my computer. So the way it works is you ink up this metal plate and then you run it through your machine and it literally presses into the paper. So the cool thing about BetterPress, in my opinion, is that it gives you, hold on, I'm almost to where I need to be. It gives you a much more intricate design. And when you're using something like this, you can see there's all these little details. It really does not compare, if I'm being honest, it really does not compare to stamping. It is much more fine, detailed, elegant. Elegant is the word I would go for. So let's start with the pig. And because I'm going to need multiples of these, I'm going to use each one, multiple times. So when you buy the BetterPress, it comes with some of these cardstocks like already cut and ready for you. You don't have to use cotton cardstock, okay? You don't have to. But I find that it is much more elegant and that it has a really beautiful feel to it. And I think that it works better. So you don't have to, but I'm just going to say this is porcelain cotton card panels. Okay. And then you've got some shims that come with it also. Also, what I have found is you don't really have to use BetterPress ink. CRISPR. Yes, Linda said CRISPR. The green colored names signify what? They are in my membership. So I have a YouTube membership that's $2.99 a month. And you get to see my videos before everybody else. And then it goes up from there. There's different levels, but I haven't really advertised that yet because I haven't gotten to a place to fulfill all the levels, but we're getting there. So yeah, if you want to see my videos in advance, and I think like in Linda's case, she's so sweet. We're going to do the lamb too, Catherine. We're doing the lamb. We're going to do them all. So I'm just going to cut my cardstock first. Okay. So I'm going to cut my cardstock at 4. Oh, where's my, guess I need a blade on my trimmer, don't I? Good grief. Sorry about that. Okay. Get in there. Got it. Okay. So first we're going to cut some cardstock at 4 by 5 1/4. So this is 1/4 of an inch on each side, smaller than an A2 card front because we're going to layer this. Yes, Honeybee does have this paper. Absolutely. So does Spellbinders. So BetterPress was created by Spellbinders. But okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to sit here and we're going to cut some of these pieces of cardstock and we're going to chit chat a little bit while I do it because I need multiple sheets. Okay. And again, this is porcelain cardstock by Spellbinders. It's from Spellbinders. And we're going to cut a few sheets of this. I'm only cutting 1 sheet at a time. It's really heavy weight. And I want my craftsmanship on these projects to be really, really wonderful because these are going to be given to people who are purchasing something from us. And so I want the quality to be awesome. So I think I need 4 per set. So 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. Because we're going to do a rooster, a cow, a lamb, and a pig. So they'll get 4 cards. And then I also want to make a set for some of the people that work in our fair office and our junior livestock secretary. She's amazing. So we just have some different people, but I think we're just going to focus on 2 sets maybe right now. Trying to decide. I'd like to get through a whole set being made. Let's see. We'll do one more. One more. There's always plenty of people to give thank you gifts to when the fair comes around. So if I have a bunch, it's totally fine. I thought it would be fun to enter a card in the fair this year, but they don't have a category for card making. They have a category for scrapbooking, but not card making. So I could do a scrapbook page, but that's not really my forte. Okay. Kay has a question. Let's see. What is the name of your new Calyx paper storage inserts, please? I looked on IKEA, but without the name, I struggled to find them. They are, I'm going to have to find them, Kay. Do me a favor, email me, because I don't know the name of them off the top of my head, and I will forget to message you. So if you can, send me an email at wendy.cranford@live.com. If you email me stuff, friends, it gets on my to-do list and it happens. So anytime you want information from me, just make sure you do that. I'm just scrolling through your comments. Oh, interesting. Catherine says, I've used all of those with BetterPress. They are amazing. So that's the other thing is you can hot foil with BetterPress plates as well. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to catch up with your guys' comments. You know what I think? I think if we do this YouTube live thing and we grow enough, wouldn't it be a fun if it gets to where I can't handle like doing comments and everything? Wouldn't it be fun if I got one of my family members to sit in on moderating and doing all of this? I just have to find a way to compensate them. I don't think they're going to do it for free. I was thinking my kid or my sister or somebody. I don't know. Okay, we could talk about that later. All right, so this is magnetic. This is the BetterPress, obviously. So this is magnetic. It is stuck down here. It's not going anywhere. My little pig friend. I need to stamp this 3 times, press this 3 times. So what we're going to do is we grab the press plate. And I did not understand how this worked at first. So I'm going to show you guys in the best way I can. See these little thingies right here? If you don't have one of these, this pushes down flat. Okay. Everybody misses sister. Okay. So if you place your plate on top of here, I'm going to turn this to the side. Do you see there's a gap? So you don't have to worry about getting ink on your paper until this gets run through your machine, because where's my there it is. Sorry, I'm trying to find my tape. The ink is on your little guy here. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so we need to make some decisions. The paper is it is not 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's 1/4 of an inch smaller on each side. So what we need to decide, first of all, I am not about to mess up my nails that I just painted yesterday. So we're going to lift that up. So we're going to have our pig here. And then we're going to have our sentiment under it. So let's make this decision first. Okay. We got to kind of make a decision on how we're going to do this. And then the sentiment options for the pig. I just love Don't Go Bacon My Heart. I think that is so cute. So we can add that right here underneath. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of get these where I want them. And then now that I kind of know where I want them, and I know I'm staying within this line because there's this grid. So then I get everything lined up here. If you guys are hearing like a fan sound, that's my laptop hanging on for dear life. I hate to even say it out loud, but I feel like there's a solid chance that there's going to have to be a laptop replacement in my future. So I'm actually using these grid marks right now to really get everything lined up. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And look, this fits right in between. And then I'm lining it right up on that line. Then I'm looking at the top here and I'm going, I only have 1 here. I have 1 and 2 here. So I'm going to actually scoot this guy down just a smidge. Okay. Now I'm going to attach my paper in the center using the A2 marks, and I'm going to really just kind of try to center it best I can. I'm going to turn this over actually. Oh, I've already made it dirty. Look at that. I'm a pig. Ha! No pun intended. Okay. See, this is why we cut multiples. This is exactly why. So I'm getting it, and then this yellow tape comes with your BetterPress. Now, this is not supposed to tear your cardstock. However, I'm going to tell you right now, it has from time to time. So what I like to do is put it on my hand, peel it away, and now I don't have to worry about it tearing my cardstock. So we're just going to tape this in place. Super simple. Making sure, I'm going to lift it up and look at it because I can see that it's off kilter just a little bit. So here's what we can do. Check this out. We're going to use the grid by just putting this right over the top, except it would help for me to put it on here correctly. Oh, but I need to tape it on the other side. Welcome, welcome, friends, to my nightmare. Okay. This really needs to line up just right, and it's not because it's on the wrong side. That's okay. Okay. We're gonna still try to use this sufficiently. This grid. Sorry if I'm putting my head in the way, but you know, I really want to do a good job on these. I don't want them messed up. All right. So I've also gotten my paper dirty again because, you know, I think I'm going to be able to just wipe that off and clean it off. So I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. My favorite ink to use for this, there's ink that comes with it. It's a little bitty guy. But my favorite ink is the Obsidian Pigment ink from Altenew. I love this ink. FYI, there is a link in the description of this video that is going to link to all these products. These are on sale from Spellbinders. If you guys haven't looked or you don't know, Spellbinders is having a big Memorial Day sale. So is Honeybee Stamps, Trinity Stamps, Pajama Crafter Stamps. There's a lot of them, but I've linked to my faves below. And of course they are affiliate links. So, you know, there's that. All right. So we've inked this pig up. We're going to turn this over. We're going to plop it down. We can see everything's lined up. And then I have to grab my old machine here. You can't run this through your electric die cutting machine, just so you know. Or not, at least not the Anna Griffin. I have the Anna Griffin. Okay, and then we're just going to run this through. And it's going to flatten it. And it didn't feel like it went down enough. But I'm going to trust the process here. We're going to look. And the beauty of this is everything's lined up perfectly. So if it didn't work, but it did. Look how beautiful that is. I don't know if you guys can see the detail, but is that not stunning? So here's what I don't like. I think my pig, this is the beauty of doing this. My pig needs to be scooched down just a little more and my sentiment up just a little bit more because I think they need to be closer together. So now we're going to do another one. I'll probably still use this one, but if I have my rathers, I feel like that's where I would have it. So we'll see how this goes on the second run. So we're just going to grab another one. I'm lining it up in the center. And I'm getting ink on things on the paper. That's not good. Okay, let's flip it over. I'm sorry, I have it off screen to line it up because I have to be like right over the top of it. Okay, so then we're just taping the cardstock in place. Again, this is that cotton cardstock from Spellbinders. You can get it at a lot of places. Honeybee sells it too. You may as well buy it at Honeybee. 20% off everything at Honeybee right now. The whole store. Okay, and then we're going to use our ink. There's something so fun about this process. I think it's because it's almost like a wow factor every single time you use it. It's like, oh my gosh, look at that. Because as you're rolling it through this machine, I'm going to be honest, it doesn't even feel like it's doing anything. It just rolls right through. It's not hard to crank through. You know how some, I'm going to bring it back through one more time. You know how some dyes and stuff are hard to crank through your machine? That's not what this is like. It's like it's barely doing anything. Hello in San Diego. Okay. Oh, look at that. Much better. Much, much better. Okay, I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do one more piggy. And then we'll move on to the next animal. And I'll show you how to clean your BetterPress off so you don't get ink everywhere. Okay. Oh, it's stormy in Oklahoma City. Nice. Thunder, lightning type storm. Those are my favorite. We don't get very many here in California. Okay. Put this back in. Hey, Deborah. Run this through. Oh, Rosemary. Get a BetterPress this weekend. Go get it from Honeybee. I have a link below my video that says Honeybee shop here. Everything's 20% off at Honeybee. So if you want it, get it because it'll be 20% off. I checked at Spellbinders and it's not discounted at Spellbinders. So you're going to want to grab it from Honeybee. Okay. So there's our 3 piggy ones. Now I'm just going to use some spray and my new microfiber. Yes, brand new. And I'm just going to wipe these off. I was saying at the beginning of this, I grabbed a bunch of, look at this stack of microfiber cloths. I grabbed these on Amazon. I did link to them if you want them. Okay, we have a question. Does your gray magnetic plate shift at all? Mine seems to have a little bit of space, so when I run it through the second time, it's not always aligned. No, mine does not. Mine does not shift. I want that cow press plate so much. 90% of my craft is packed in under tarps. You're on a Crafty. Oh, you're remodeling. God love you. God love you. I'm going to pray for you. Isn't the pig adorable? The pig is so adorable. Oh, these are fantastic microfiber cloths. I love them. Okay, so we got our pig done. These are all on sale, by the way, at Spellbinders. So if you want these, I highly recommend grabbing them during their pre-summer sale because they are discounted. And when did I buy them? A week before their discount. So, you know, there's that. You all know how that goes. All right, so we've got our little moo cow here. We're going to line her up. She's beautiful. And then I think under the cow, I'm going to use, what are our sentiments? I heard it's your birthday. And then there's a big happy birthday. But I think I'm going to use the I heard it's your birthday. the little one. And we've learned from the last one we just did that having them scooched together looks better. So we're going to, oh, it helps if I do this right, the correct side up, doesn't it? Okay. Heard it's your birthday. All right. So then we're going to tape this in place. And the nice thing about doing this, you guys, is like, it's so easy. It's a very relaxing process, I feel like. It is so, you are right. It is so crisp, Kelly. Like the results from letterpress is incredible. And I really have to say, I think using the Altenew Obsidian Black ink is a game changer too. There's something about this ink that is just so immaculate. It's just pristine. And it's really black. Really, really black. Oh, thank you, Linda. Linda is one of my biggest like cheerleaders. Her and Miss Deborah. Miss Deborah is not on here. She did not know about this. She's probably not going to be very happy with me for not alerting her to the fact that I was going to have a YouTube live. But you know, I'm going to be honest, I didn't even know I was going to do it. It does help with the algorithms. You're right, Linda. If you give me a thumbs up, if you comment, if you subscribe, those things all help. I heard it's your birthday. How freaking cute is that? Oh my Lord, it's cute. I'm going to move it down a little. So I'm going to move my sentiment down a little. Just a scotch. And I'm going to move my cow down a little, just a scotch. I mean, honestly, is this not the cutest? We're going to have one whole set of these that's like the silly ones that didn't turn out quite right. Okay. So we need 3 of these. So I have a friend who is a cattle rancher. Well, I have more than one friend that's a cattle rancher. So for those of you, let's just have a little chit chat here. For those, I think the cuddle bug is too narrow. Yes, you will not be able to use the cuddle bug with this. So for anyone who's new, I've had a lot of new faces lately subscribe and join us to hang out. I live in rural California, and a lot of people, I'm going to be honest, a lot of people don't even know that there's such a thing as rural California. So I live in Northern California near, kind of near Sacramento. We're going to say near Sacramento because we're on the internet. And that's the most detail I'm giving, although I'm sure you could find it. But so I live in a very ag-driven community. And a lot of our income comes from there. Not ours personally, but I'm saying like R as in our county where we live. And actually, a lot of people don't realize that California is responsible for a lot of ag in the United States in general. California supplies the world with 93% of the almonds sold in the world comes from California. So, you know, we got it going on with the ag stuff here. All right, there's another one done. Look how beautiful this is. Is that not just so lifelike, so gorgeous? Really love it. Okay, let's put another one on. We are getting things done. That is what we are doing today. I'm going to get one whole set letterpressed, and then I'm going to finish the cards out, make the cards. No, we're not near Firebow. I don't know where that is actually. Yes. I'm going to re-ink this sentiment, I think. It's looking a little like it's dark in some areas. So if you're not, you got to be kind of even tempered with your with your stamping. I can still see my eye is darker, but it's okay. We're going to go with it. No, you would not use this ink with alcohol markers. So Ray is asking if you would use this ink with alcohol markers. No. This is a pigment ink, so you could use it for watercoloring. It's water safe. You can use it for, heat embossing and all that kind of stuff, but you cannot use alcohol markers with this. We're not going to color these. So we're going to leave these black and white. So I'll show you. All right, so now let's move on to our little lambikin. And then we can do our chicken. Yes, I know. This is so cute. Beautiful. It's really beautiful. Honestly, it's not cute. It's beautiful. So there are cleaners. You can use I'll show you the cleaner in a little bit if you guys remind me. But there are cleaners that you can use to get your gray mat totally clean if it bothers you for it to not be totally clean. It doesn't really bother me, but for some people that's a very aggravating thing. So, okay. Let's get our little lambikin here. And then we're going to use the thank you so much because that is so cute. I try to make sure I have handmade items in my daughter's buyer gifts every year. So even if I'm not the one that made them. So last year I kind of focus on local and handmade. So last year I have to, my nose is running. Hold on. Allergy season. Okay. So last year when I was putting together her buyer gifts, oops, I did this upside down again. Lord help her. Last year when I did buyer gifts, I did some handmade tote bags that I got from our berry festival. We have a berry festival here in town every year. And that's new, but I love it. So much fun. Okay. And this year I got handmade watercolored dish towels that were like, what do you call it when you take like an image and then you put it on something? Sublimation. Is that how you say it? Okay, I caught it. You were on it. You saw that I was about to make a huge mistake. I caught it though. Okay. You are welcome, Joan. Isn't this a fun set? Look at how beautiful that is. I mean, come on. Come on. And you don't even have to color it. I'm going to be honest. I almost think it's prettier not colored. There's something about the beauty of just black and white. And then when we add our layers from cardstock behind it, oh my gosh, I think these are just going to be stunning. Really, really, truly. I'm just getting this lined up. Okay. My husband wants to leave here at 1:30. We're supposed to go to a friend's for a barbecue. I gotta tell you, I'm kind of having a good time. I will go with him. I will. So we do have to wrap things up here soon. But I'm having so much fun doing this. And now that I have figured out how this works and the StreamYard is working, and can you guys tell me, is it blurry for you or is it nice and clear? Can you see what I'm doing well? Or is it like blurry and messy? Good Lord, that's gorgeous. My goodness. The reason I'm asking if it's blurry or, doesn't look great is because of my internet. I have the best internet money can buy for my area. All angles look great. Oh, thank you. Yay. Praise the Lord. So let me talk about these beautiful thingy majiggers here. I have to say that I think you could use these for all kinds of occasions. So the lamb, wouldn't it be beautiful to use for Easter with an Easter sentiment over the top? I think it would be gorgeous for an Easter card, right? Okay, there's that. Now we got to do the rooster. And then we're going to make a whole set, hopefully. I'm trying to move fast. Hooray for rural internet. Exactly. You just don't know what you're, day to day. I don't know. You never know, blah, blah, blah. Can't talk. You never know what's happening from day to day. Some days internet's great. Some days it's not. And recently, this last week, we had a bunch of issues with our internet. It just happens. I mean, I don't know what to do about it. That's part of why I don't schedule live events. And I have to do them very last minute, is because, oh wow, this one's cool. It has dies to cut out all the shape, all the pieces. Isn't that cool? But we're just going to use the rooster. This big old rooster. And then we'll use the wishing you a beautiful day, maybe. Oh, did it upside down again. I'm so silly. I'm feeling like I'm having to rush because of the time. Okay, so I made desserts. My husband's little cousin got married yesterday. And I made all of the desserts for the wedding. So I have so much dessert in my house right now. I'm not playing with you. It is insane. I'm taking a lot of it up to the barbecue we're going to, because I'm like, I don't want all this in my house. I don't want to eat all of this. But I made a cannoli cake, y'all. It was one of the best things I've ever made. I'm telling you, that and a torta della nonna. Both of them were so good. I was so happy with how they turned out. I had multiple people tell me how delicious they were. And one lady who was 100% Italian. Okay, so this particular family has some Italian heritage. So I tried to make some desserts that were like nods to their heritage and to the things that they love. So I made s'mores cupcakes because the bride loves anything s'mores. I do have pictures. I think I could figure out how to show them to you guys on here, actually. All right. Let's see. Let's see how this rooster looks. I mean, come on. What is happening? He's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I am so pleased with these. This is like one of the best things ever. Okay. So I'm going to do 2 more and then we're going to make a set. So I forget what I was telling you. What was I telling you? Somebody remind me. 100% Italian. She loved them. She wanted the recipe. I sent it to her. The desserts, those desserts, the Italian desserts were a labor of love. I'm going to tell you that right now. Oh, the pictures of the food. I was going to try to show you. Let's see. I think I can. Slides and PDFs from my computer. Upload a file. Let's see. I don't know. We're going to see if I can pull it off. Give me a second. I'm going to run this through. My laptop might just blow up or something. It's like you're really asking too much now, lady. Out of control. Oh, we're doing good. It's only 1 o'clock. We got this. We got this. Okay. It is not wanting to load my photos. It's having a fit. Are you using BetterPress cardstock? I am, Scrap Happy Gal. I sure am. Yes, I would like to show you pictures of my desserts, but my computer is like, oh, maybe it'll let me do this. Is it freezing everything when we try? Yeah, my computer just can't take it. I'll have to be better prepared for something like that next time. But yes, the desserts they were beautiful. Oh, you know what I bet I could do? Hold on. Let me do it this way. I'll show you. Nope. My computer can't take it, guys. I can't do anything else. I'm gonna end up like crashing this whole thing. I need a new laptop. I cannot swing that right now. So anyway, yeah, my husband's cousin, her mom's side has Italian heritage. And so in making the desserts, I tried to do things that would be a nod to that heritage because both of her parents, the bride's mom's parents, are both passed on. So the torta del nonna cake is it's a torta. First of all, it's not really a cake, but they call it a Italian grandmother cake. All right, let's get a set of these. And let me get some black cardstock because we are going to go classy as it comes. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going to cut this at 4 1/8, I think is what we're going to do. 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then have a white card base. What do you think? Look at that. Man, you mat it on black and it's just like next level. This is proof that not everything has to be complicated. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you can just do simple. And it's beautiful. We could do a solid color if we wanted to. That might be pretty. I don't think I'm going to. So I'm cutting these at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. There's just something about the black and white that I am really absolutely loving. So we're going to I'm going to grab my big old ATG gun here rather than using, and I'm really going to cover this sucker with. Isn't that just so beautiful? Gosh, gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to do one of each of them. Oh, who's honking? There's our pig, Wilbur. Then we have our rooster. I think Justine Dvorak, I think is how you say her last name. I apologize if I'm not saying it correctly. She is the designer of these. Girl's got talent. Girl has got skills. Ooh. Okay. Now, wouldn't you love to get these as a gift? Wouldn't this be a fun gift? Look at those. I mean, come on. All right, let's do some cardstock. So I'm going to do... What is this cardstock? Oh, that's glimmer. Okay, I'm going to do Nina 110 pound because I want the quality and craftsmanship of these to feel really high quality and classy. And the heavier weight cardstocks you use, the more classy it feels. That's just the truth. It feels like a really handmade product. All right. So then we're going to go like this. I know you're probably like, okay, you're overdoing it, but could you imagine if I gave these to somebody and they fell apart? I would cry. Look at that. Look at that. Is that not a beautiful gift to give to somebody? I mean, come on. Like I'm just over the moon with this situation. And they're on sale. Go get them all. I mean, like some of these are 16. I think that the lamb is like $16. Like they're not that expensive on the sale. I paid full price for these stinking things. Well, that's not true. I got a little bit of a discount. I got a little influencer discount because I do design for spellbinders. So I did get a little bit, I got a little bit of a discount. I just want to be honest. Just want to be honest. Look at those. So now, let me show you how we're going to package them. Let me show you. Let me grab some, hold on. Let me grab some envelopes. We're running out of time, so I'm gonna skip ahead and show you. Oh, these are beautiful. Oh, look at these. Okay. I had to kind of look at these. These are Hero Hues envelopes. Look at the back. They're kind of like scalloped. How pretty is that? So I'm going to have to purchase more of these. But look at do you see that? Oh my gosh, I just ordered all of them, she says. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to put them like this. And then hold on. Hold on. Hold the phone. Wait for it. Okay, I still have 6,000 of these from Stampin' Up. So I'm just going to use them because why wouldn't I? It'd be silly to throw these away. And then we're going to put them in here like this. And then I think I'm just going to tuck them. Should I tuck it or seal it? Should I tuck or seal? Tell me if I should tuck or seal. Okay. I'm going to keep putting them together. Should I have stamped the back of these with my name? I think maybe I should have. And I have, here it is, look. I have the Handmade by Wendy Cranford. This is from Altenew. They sent me this. Do you think I should stamp the back of them? Seal, they can be unsealed easily. Put your name on the back. Okay. So now let me grab my Misty. I'm kind of scared to mess them up. Okay, we'll put it right here. And then we've got the Wendy Cranford in the middle. And then we have the Handmade by. Oops. And we're just going to use this Altenew ink again. Altenew coming in for the win. Oh, look at that. I'm telling you, it's like we're a professional. It's like we are a professional. I am not gonna put this in its thing right now because I feel like it needs to sit and dry a little bit. That's the only thing with pigment inks. You definitely want to I love that. What do you need, Rosemary? A personalized stamp or a BetterPress? Or both? Rosemary said, I need that, but I don't know what she's... I just got a huge smudge of ink all over my finger, so I'm cleaning it. Hold on. Yuck. Okay. I don't like ink on my fingers. Oh, one of my cards? I have so many cards that I need. Oh, crap. You see that? I got something in there. Gosh darn it. Okay, what I'm going to do with the rest of these is before I put them together, I'm going to stamp the backs. So I need to cut. Where is my card? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do this at 4 1/4. Again, I'm using the 110 pound Nina Solar White. This is a really heavyweight cardstock. So I'm not even going to do anything with this piece of cardstock until I stamp it. Make sure there's nothing in there, nothing in the way. Because then if I mess it up, it's not already part of my card. You know what I'm saying? Perfection. That's what we like to see. I've not posted any photos on IG of my job ticket holders, but I do have videos showing them made. I hear my husband going somewhere. I just heard him start his truck. What if he's leaving without me? Wouldn't that be funny? I don't think he would do that. Okay. That's all 4 to make one set. So let's try to get one set made really, really fast before I have to leave. Okay, so we have this one. I'm just going to double check this. Yeah, it's dry. Going in. I think I'm going to seal them. It just has a tighter, nicer fit when you seal it. Okay, and then we have this guy with our little lammekin. Thank you guys for being here and doing this with me and hanging out for this. This is so fun. I really enjoy hanging out and visiting while I create. I really prefer it over doing pre-recorded videos, if I'm being honest. There are hours and hours and hours of work that go into making a pre-recorded video. And with lives, you don't have that because you don't have all the editing and the voiceover and all the hoopla. So it's nice because you can just create and visit, answer questions. I really feel like it's the better option. What are you going to put these card sets in? I'm going to make a baggie with a topper. So we don't have time to do that today, but maybe I'll save that for another live event. At the minimum, I'll show you what I do. beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, because they're going to need to be in something, right? The other thing I thought about doing is they have those acetate card. Stampin' Up! Used to sell them years ago. I know other companies sell them. The acetate boxes that fit cards. Do you guys know who has those? Because I think that would be even prettier with like a burlap bow on top of it or something. Something very rustic, country feeling. And my pig, the pig is going to go on top because, you know, we sell pigs. So the pig will go on top. And then we got this guy. I just love these envelopes from Hero. I'll try to find those. They're not linked in my supply list. I get the boxes on clear bags. Okay, that's where I get most of my clear bags. So there's our set. Look at that. Wouldn't anybody be so happy to have those? I think so. I think that's a wonderful gift. I know I would. I would be delighted. Okay, it is 1:18 and we're supposed to be leaving in 12 minutes and I have to go use the little girl's room before I get out of here. So I'm going to let you guys go. Let's see. Hold on. Let me switch back to me. And we're going to move this out of the way. We did it. We made a whole set of cards and we got all of the letterpress done for my other two sets. So I feel like we're good. Like I'm super happy with how these turned out. And I'll have to take a screenshot from your video so I can save it to Pinterest. Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and for encouraging me and being patient with me through the beginning of this live. I mean, you know, technology is like something. I'm just over here looking at comments, seeing if there's anything else you guys have, any other questions before I run out of here. But yeah, this was super fun. And if you don't have a BetterPress, I'm telling you, you really should get one. And it doubles as, the beauty of it is it doubles as a hot foil plate. So you can use BetterPress plates for hot foiling, but you cannot use hot foiling plates for BetterPress. So it's kind of a nice option to have the BetterPress, if that makes sense. Oh, that would be a good idea. Okay. I like it. Debbie said I should put the scallop edge out. Okay. Wow. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. And I will, cleaner. Let me grab it. I'll show it to you. It is, where is it at? Here it is. Okay. I have a couple of cleaners. That's plastic polish. Hold on. Hold on. Ooh. You can use a StazOn cleaner. There's a plastic polish cleaner, which is great on the Misty. There is StazOn cleaner, which is great. Anyways. Yeah. Yes, in my next video, can I show foiling with the BetterPress? I'm sure we could. I mean, you don't use the BetterPress to foil. You have to use some sort of hot foiling machine. All I have is the Glimmer. But yeah. Yep, stays on. So yeah, archival cleaner, stays on cleaner. Those both will work. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. Have a very fun, safe Memorial Day weekend. If you get a chance to shop, I always appreciate it if you can shop my links. But if not, that's okay too. I don't mind. I'm just happy for you to hang out with me. There are links below the video for everything that you need. And I'll catch you next time. Bye, friends.